Brand new real estate agents, brand new real estate agents who just made it and passed your test. Congratulations. This video is for you. And this video is also for agents who are about to pass the test too. So pay attention. So this video is going to be about how you can get up and running as soon as possible, as fast as possible, with marketing techniques that can take your business from zero to the top real quick by blending two marketing strategies. We're going to be talking about blending old school strategies with new school strategies. Okay. All right. Now, this is for people who are, say you're in the industry for about a day, you just made it, or a week, or a month, or even 3 months. And you know what's going on. As soon as you got in the door, you started attending all these meetings, and you had more meetings and more meetings, and those meetings led to more meetings. You know what I'm talking about, because that meeting led to another meeting, and the training in that meeting led you down the path to get some more training. And now you're totally confused because you're overwhelmed with so much training through all these meetings. You don't know what to do, but you really know what to do, but you're so confused that you still don't know what to do. And guess what? 1 month has passed by, 2 months has passed by, and you haven't closed one deal yet. You haven't made one sale. You might not even talk to anybody yet about your business. You're kind of shell shocked. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to say to people. And then when you do talk to people, you're kind of throwing up all over them when you talk to them about what you do. Hey, I'm a real estate agent. Hey, if you need a house, I can help you buy. I can help you sell. Da, 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 da. It's like back in the day when people used to join those multi-level marketing companies and they try to recruit people, all their friends and family. And the first thing they do is they just tell everybody in the world. They get on the bullhorn and announce it to the world. Hey, I'm in this business and you need to join me, and so you can make a lot of money. And that doesn't work because people are like, whoa, 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 back up, back up, back up. You know, calm down, take it easy, take it easy. And you're doing the same thing with your real estate business as an agent. You're trying to tell the whole world, and everybody's like, okay, 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 you're an agent, you're an agent. We're happy for you, happy for you. Congratulations, congratulations. Slow down, partner. You're doing too much. See, here's the thing. You sound kind of like a used car salesman, a shady used car salesman, just, trying to sell, 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 sell. Nobody wants to be sold stuff. Yeah. Do you want to be sold stuff when you go someplace? Think about it when you go to a store and all of a sudden somebody just comes at you, hey, you need any help? And you're kind of like, oh, no, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. The same thing. So what you want to do at that point is, yeah, so like I said, you need to slow down, calm down, take a deep breath, and listen to what your brokers and your team leaders and all those people are saying. But you want to take it to the next level. You want to be a professional about what you're doing and be smart about how you put yourself out there. You don't want to look like a knucklehead who doesn't know what they're doing. You want to be very professional about how you do it. And there's a strategy behind everything. And I always go back to this method. It's called the AIDA method. It's the attention, interest, decision, and action method. You always want to get their attention. You want to check to see if they're interested by keep asking questions. You want to slide over to the to decision by asking more questions to lead them to taking action. It's just as simple as that. AIDA. Attention, interest, decision, and take action. Okay? And we're going to use that with old school methods and new school methods blended together. Okay, let's get to it. When I say old school methods, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the 1980s, 1990s, early 2000 method of getting business in the door. What am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about uh, these 5 simple strategies. And there are probably 30 strategies, but we're going to talk about these 5 right here. Number 1, business cards. Yes, that's right. I said it, business cards. That's an old school simple strategy. Getting business cards and passing them out to everybody you know. I know I just contradicted what I just said about handing out everything and just talking to people and running your mouth. No, I'm not contradicting myself. I'm talking about putting yourself out there in the right way with business cards. First of all, order you a stack of 5,000 business cards, not 500, not 1,000. I say 5,000 because you're going to be dropping these cards off everywhere. I'm not talking about just handing them out to everybody you see in the street. I'm talking about dropping them off and handing them out. I'm sorry. There's some bugs out here bothering me at the park. Yeah, yeah. So with that 5,000, you're probably going to hand out 4,000 to people that you see, but you're going to hand out about 1,000 to people you see in the street, and the other 4,000 you're going to be probably dropping them off. You're most likely going to be dropping the rest of them off. And this is what you're going to do with these business cards. Now, there's 2 things: handing them out, and then what's being said on the card itself. Am I being attacked by? Am I being followed? By, okay. Yeah, leaves are falling. Pollen is about here. So I think things are just everywhere. I got hit in the eye with a leaf the other day making a video. But okay, let's get back to it. All right. First of all, what is needed on the business card? What do you need to put on the business card? Because what you put on the business card and what will make somebody take action is 2 different things. Most business cards for real estate agents is structured like this: you have your picture, you have your name, your phone number, your email, your brokerage, and your website, and maybe a little quote. You know, I help you buy houses. I help you sell your house, something like that. It's just that simple. That's all you need on the business card. But here's the thing: when you hand that random business card out to a total stranger, what do you think they're going to do with it? As far as you being a real estate agent, and they're not in the business of buying a house right now. They're not ready to buy a house right now. They don't know anybody who's ready to buy a house or sell a house. You know, this is not like you're handing a flyer out to get your carpet cleaned, you know, something like that, something that people, use all the time. Or this is a real estate agent. This is something that people don't use very often. You know, somebody might buy a house and then they might not use a real estate agent for the next 10 years. So this card has to be something has to be on that card very powerful to get them to take action, to make them pick up the phone and call you. So this is what you want to add to your card. All right. Along with your name, your phone number, your brokerage, and your website. But with your website, hold on, there's a lawnmower guy right here. He's about to make a lot of noise. See him? Yeah. As soon as I start making the video, the lawn service guys, they start cranking up all their machines out here at the park, making noise. Okay. Hope you can hear me. But yeah, along with that basic information, the most important part of that business card is that website. You got to have a website. You better have a website. If you don't have a website, you're dead in the water. Because here's the thing: Being a real estate agent, it's all about trust. It's all about building trust. This dude is following me, making a whole bunch of noise. Let him go. So yeah, it's all about building trust with being a real estate agent. And I don't know if your broker or your team leader they told you about this kind of stuff, but this is a trust business. People don't know you, and there are probably over a million real estate agents in this country, USA, and whatever city you in, uh, Tampa, Miami, Orlando, Atlanta, Chicago, wherever. It could be it could be 1,000 agents in that city. It could be 10,000 agents in that city. So who are you for them to want to pick up the phone and call to help them buy a house? So you need to build trust, and just handing them a business card is not building trust because they don't know who you are. All you're doing is basically you giving them an idea to go and do research to find an agent that they trust. They'll probably end up calling somebody who they know who just bought a house, ask for reviews on that agent, and they'll probably use that agent instead of you because they don't know you. You're a random dude, random person who just gave them a business card saying, "Hey, you're looking to buy a house? Hey, I'm your guy." No, that's not going to cut it. So the most important thing you want to put on that business card is your website, not your phone number. Your phone number is nice, but your website, that's what's most important because that website is going to help build trust. And yeah, of course, uh, you can throw your YouTube channel on there, your Facebook, link on there, but it's just too much information. You need to have them to go to your website. And I talked about this in other videos. Your website is the backbone of your business. Not TikTok, not Instagram, not Facebook, not YouTube, not Twitter. Your website, and that's where the new school comes in. Using a business card blended with the new school website. And I know you're saying, well, websites are not new school; they're old school. They've been around since the '90s. Yes, they have. But I'm talking about new and improved websites. Once again, I've talked about this in other videos that I made about the importance of a website and what's included in websites that actually convert uh, potential customers into clients that sign agreements with you. Uh, and the websites, they're not just your typical fancy websites that you see all the time that people have. They have tons of house listings on them and pretty pictures and all that kind of stuff, and about 30,000 links on the top. It's not that type of website. It's a website that actually gets people to take action. It gets their attention by asking serious questions. It gets them interested by digging in deep about this, seeing if they're really interested and ready to buy, and to make the decision to take action to buy a house. You have to lead them down the path. You can't just hand somebody a brochure and hope they pick up the phone and call. No, you need to have a step-by-step guide. Step one, step two, step three, step four. This is how you buy a house with me. This is how I get you out of your bad situation. This is how I get you in a better situation. And if you're ready to get started, take action right now by booking an appointment with me. That's the website I'm talking about. Not just a random website that just where you hope they pick up the phone and call. Not that. I'm talking about a real dynamic website that makes people take action. So old school, new school. Now, if we got through that, now you put that website on your business card, a real website, and I'm not talking about your broker site / your name. You know what I'm talking about. Uh, like www.brokername.com / your name. No, that's not a website. That is your listing profile at your broker's website. And that listing profile does nothing to close the deal because your listing profile looks just like everybody else's listing profile in your city. And that broker is probably nationwide. So you look just like thousands of other real estate agents with the same listing profile. The only difference is is your picture your name, your pretty much your business card on your listing profile with a bio from when you signed up, and that's it. It does nothing to close the deal. So you want a real website, and some of you might have actually spent money on a $10,000 website already. And I hate to tell you, those sites they look good and everything, but once again, if they don't invoke the AIDA strategy, it's not going to work. It looks good on the outside, but what it's doing on the back end is it booking appointments for you. That's what you want that website to do. You want that website to book appointments for you on automatic while you sleep, while you take vacation, while you're sick, while you're doing whatever, while you're cooking dinner, while you're out and about showing properties. You want that website to work for you and nurture and lead people down the path to becoming a signed agent with you. So now I know I'm talking a lot about business cards, but we're going to get to 4 other strategies. But I want to get that one out the way because the other 4 are going to be easy to get through. Okay. Now, like I said, with those business cards, yep, we're still on business cards. Like I said, you're going to get 1,000 of those cards. You're going to hand those out to everybody you run into who you think they might be in the business of buying or selling a house. And here's the thing: you can say, hey, if you know anybody who's looking to buy a house, hey, pass this off to them. If you know anybody who's looking to sell their house, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's not so direct when you just say, hey, you're looking to buy a house. That's too direct. Just go the indirect route. Just ask them if you know anybody. Hey, let them know, hey, I'm the best in town. Talk to me. And you'd be surprised of what will happen. That person will actually be the one who will call you. Because I used to work in the health and fitness industry. I used to work in gyms and everything. And I used to be a personal trainer. And they used to give us flyers to take to the mall to pass out. And those other trainers would pass the flyers out to people sitting down eating lunch. And like dummies, they would go right up to the person and just drop the flyer out and say, hey, here you go, and walk away. And they get cussed out because you're insulting people. You can't be direct like that. You have to be kind of indirect. So what I would do, I would walk up to that same person and I would say, hey, if y'all know anybody who's looking to get in shape and lose a few pounds, tell them to give me a call. And that it kind of softens the punch. And 9 out of 10 times, that same person would say, yeah, me. While those other guys are getting cussed out, I'm getting, yeah, me. So it's a strategy to marketing and how you talk to people about what you do for a living. But with those 1,000 cards, you pass those out to people and you do something like that. Now, those other 4,000 cards, you go around town and you drop those cards off in stacks of like 50 at a time at your local nail shops, hair salons, barber shops, convenience stores, wherever they'll allow you to drop business cards off, drop them off. And you'd be surprised who's in the business or who's in the market to buy a house. Drop those cards off. And also, one thing you want to do on the back of those cards, spare no expense, spend a little extra money, and have a quote or a statement on the back of that card that gets them to take action. Say something like, like I said, if you know anybody looking to buy a house, visit my website as soon as possible to get started. Just something like that. You got to tell them what to do. You have to put something in there to engage them. Something powerful like, are you sick and tired of, paying sky high rent? You can buy a house for almost the same amount per month. Focus on the pain and then introduce the pleasure. All right. Yeah, I could be on here all day talking about business cards. Hey, brand new real estate agents. Hey, you're sitting there getting trained and going through all these meetings and stuff, and everybody keeps telling you to get your business cards and just get out there and start networking and talking to people and putting yourself out there. And you've been doing it, but it's not working. And so you're thinking, maybe You made a big mistake by becoming a real estate agent. Well, hey, don't even think like that anymore. Hey, that stuff works and it works like a charm. But the only thing missing is having a professional website to back you up. Get you a professional website and you watch how the tables will turn. So click the link in the description and I'll see you on the other side. Now back to the show. But yeah, let's move on to step number 2 or tip number 2. Flyers. What are flyers? You know the flyers. You gotten flyers, from people standing on the street corner. They hand out flyers, or somebody just stick a flyer on your car windshield, or you see flyers, everywhere. You go to the doctor's office, dentist's office, and there's a stack of flyers there. You can get one from the counter. You know what a flyer is. FLYERS, flyers. Now, what you want to do with a flyer? I want you to take it to the next level. I want you to be smart about this. Now, this is a game changer right here. And you can have the same thing that's on that business card and have something similar on that flyer. And have that statement on that flyer. Get you an 8x11 big sheet of paper, big flyer, and I'm going to do an in-depth training on this one. This is real cool and you'll love it. I call it my tearaway flyers. I hope these guys don't disturb me while I'm making this video. He's over there blowing leaves. And get out of here. But yeah, you get your flyer and you, instead of portrait, you go landscape. So it's you turn the flyer sideways. And what you want to write on there, you want to write something real catchy, like the rent thing. Sick and tired of, paying sky high rent. Buy a house now, or find out if you can qualify to buy a house now. Visit the website below. And what you want to do, this is real cool. I call it the tearaway strips. On the bottom row, about 2 inches from the bottom, you want to write. It's pretty cool. I can't do it just walking. I have to show it to you. It's like, all right, say you have the flyer. This is the flyer. Is this shaped like this. Now at the very bottom, where my thumb is, a full row turned vertical. Write your website on all the rows. It might be about 10 or 12 little columns of strips down at the bottom of that sheet of paper, all the way from the left to the right side. You write your website name. Have the information above here, right here in this section, and then at the bottom you have a bunch of tearaway strips. I had to show you in another video. Uh, I'm gonna post the link in the video in the description of this video to show you in-depth description of what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's real cool. This works real good. I used to do this with fitness all the time. I used to get tons of business like this. And what you want to do, you get this 8.5x11 flyer with those tearaway strips. Because you're gonna have to get scissors. You're gonna have to cut this section, cut these pieces out, so people can actually tear them away. But the flyer above stays intact, but the strips get torn off one at a time. It's a cool technique. What you want to do, take one flyer, take 2 flyers, and you go around to all the apartment complexes in your area. Go to all your apartment complexes in the area. I'm not talking about in the ghetto, in the bad neighborhoods. I'm talking about, the nicer apartment complexes where they're paying sky high rent. The B apartment complexes, the A, B and A's in the good neighborhoods. Let's shoot. Even the C's now, rent is sky high everywhere. So, but you're looking to get qualified people. So the more expensive the apartment complexes, the better odds you have. So what you want to do, you want to go into these apartment complexes and you want to get you some tacks. Go to the office store, get you a box of tacks, and you go to the mailboxes You know, when people go get their mail at the apartment complexes, you go around to all the mailboxes in the apartment complex, and usually they have a pegboard up in there somewhere. And what you want to do, you want to stick that flyer in there in the mailbox area. You want to put about two of them in there, one on the north side, one on the south side, or whatever, east or west. Put four of them in there, you know, all four corners of that mailbox area. Put that flyer in there, stick it on there on the pegboard. And if they don't have a pegboard, they usually have some soft wood up in there. You just get your thumb, push that, push that tack right on in there on the four corner. Boom, 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 boom. Put four tacks in that sheet on that flyer, on that wood, and go around. Drop off four flyers in that mailbox area, and just go to the next one, and go to the next one, then go to the next complex, and just keep doing that in your home, in your city. And I guarantee you're gonna get a lot of leads. And did you notice I said on the tearaway strip, put your website, not your phone number, your website. Why do I say website? It's because the website does the work for you while you are asleep, while you're home cooking, while you're doing other stuff. Let the website do the work for you. Because if you put your phone number on there, well, your website has your phone number, but you want the website is like the gatekeeper. It's like the security guard, you know, the bouncer before you get inside the club. You know, you don't want people just to bum rush the door. You want somebody to say, hey, ho, 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 ho. Let me check to see if you're on the list. Basically, the website is the security guard, the bouncer, that checks the list to see if you're qualified. And if you qualify, then I'll give you the phone number. You see? That's how you do that. That's how you work smarter, not harder. Okay? But check the description for the video that I'm going to post because I'm going to do a video about this tearaway flyer, what it looks like, and how I do it. Hey, brand new agents out there, are you frustrated and sick and tired of not having nothing going on and you're trying to get going, but nothing seems to be working? Hey, do yourself a favor and get yourself a professional website that can turn the tables and have you going from zero to hero and make you look like a superstar in less than 2 months. And you're gonna make all your coworkers and all your associates jealous. Hey, click the link in the description and get set up right now. Now back to the show. Okay, number three. Whoo, we getting through it. Now these three are gonna go fast. Door hangers. You know what a door hanger is? You've seen them before. You get these printed up at the print shop or different websites. You can get door hangers printed up. And once again, don't just put something basic on there talking about, you know, beautiful houses for sale. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do stuff like that. You can put that on there, but you need to ask some questions. You need to say, are you tired of paying sky high rent? Stuff like that. Are you ready to upgrade to a bigger house? Are you relocating because of your job? Are you military and you have to relocate? Have you been recently divorced and you're ready to move on out of your bad situation? Things like that. Yeah, it's pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure. People move because of pain or pleasure. I've when I lived in I lived in Atlanta. I lived in 6 different apartment complexes in 10 years. Why did I move? I moved out of curiosity because I just wanted to, you know, change the scenery. But there was a little pain involved in each move. I was like, okay, I'm sick and tired of being over in this area. I'm ready to move to another area. That's pain. But then I got to my new spot, pleasure. Focus on that pain and then introduce the pleasure. And see with that, you can, with these door hangers, you can hire a teenager or you have your kids with you and you pay them, you know, they earn a little, what do you call it, allowance. This will help them get a raise in their allowance. You can go through neighborhoods and just, you know, drop off some door hangers. Drop them off. Boom, 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 boom. Have that information on that door hanger. And once again, don't put your phone number on there, put your website on there. because you want people to go to the site so they can get qualified to call you. And I know a lot of people saying you crazy, you need to put your phone number in there because you want that phone to ring. Yeah, you want that phone to ring, but you want it to ring from qualified people. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to be on the phone yapping with people who are unqualified all day long. That's going to drive you crazy, and you're going to be working twice as hard and getting nowhere fast. And your voice is going to get hoarse, and you're going to get sick and tired of dealing with that. Okay? All right. Let's move on to tip number 4, magnetic signs. Car magnetic signs. These work great. Since you're out and about and you're not sitting in an office all day long, get you 2 car magnetic signs and put those magnetic signs on your car doors. And if you have a 4-door car, put the sign on the rear doors, not the driver's side, because that's kind of weird. Like if you pull up at a red light and you see somebody to the left of you just looking at you, and especially for females, that looks kind of weird. You know, you think, hey, why is this dude staring at me? Because you'll forget that you have the sign on your door. So put it on your rear door, because they'll look at the rear door instead of your driver's side door. Uh, and people will actually flag you down and wave you down and want to talk face to face. It has happened to me many times. Uh, Matter of fact, I got it. I met a special someone one time because of that. Someone flagged me down on the interstate, on the interstate. And next thing I know, we sitting in the Red Lobster, you know, having appetizers, talking about my program. This when I was in fitness. But you'll be surprised. People see what you have to offer and they'll want to talk, especially if they're in pain. And then here you come, like pulling up next to them, and they see that sign saying uh, something simple like, rent sucks, buy now, and have your website under there. It's like, oh, website, they want to call you. No, don't have them call you because they'll be on the phone with you and they'll want to talk your ear off while you're driving. Or, I mean, you can put your phone number on there, but what you want to do, you can tell them, you can get the information and you can forward them your website so they can book an appointment with you. You can do it that way. If you just want to have your website on there, I mean, that's cool too. Website or the phone number. Or you do both. But here's the thing about magnetic signs though. Don't put too much information on those signs because it can get too cluttered. And then when people see the sign, they can't read it because there's just too much stuff jumbled up on the sign on your car. So I know you know what I'm talking about. You've seen them. People have 10 lines of text on their sign and you can't read one thing on there. So the words you need 4 lines at the most. And get the big sign. Don't get the little small sign. Get the big sign. Not an 8x12. Get the was it like 14 by 20 or something like that. 17 by 20. Something. Get the biggest one that'll fit on your car door. Measure your car door and make sure that sign will fit. And put 4 lines of text on there, big bold letters. And what you want to do, you want to contrast it. You want to have a white sign with black letters, or black sign with white letters, a white sign with blue letters. Contrast it. Don't get fancy and put weird stuff on there like yellow and orange. No, you wanted to contrast. Yellow sign, black letters. It's light and dark, light and dark. Contrast it. You wanted to stand out. Uh, White sign, red letters. White sign, blue letters. That kind of thing. Hey, real estate agents, are you sick and tired of passing out your business cards and all your information to people and nobody seems to be calling you back? Hey, the reason might be is because of that website that you have listed on your card, that listing profile from your brokerage office. That's sabotaging all your business. Hey, do yourself and get yourself a real website, real professional website. You can get one done quick. Just click the link in the description and get started today. Now back to the show. All right. Last but not least, tip number 5. And this is perfect because it leads right into this one. Yard signs. What are yard signs? Well, you've seen yard signs everywhere during political season. You know, people are promoting the local mayor, senators, and all that kind of stuff. The president during election time. You know what a yard sign is. Uh, they're stuck in the yards, and it's a sign. So I'm gonna do an in-depth video on yard signs, and you're gonna love this. Woo! I used to work for a credit repair company a long time ago, and I was like I said, I was in Atlanta, and Atlanta was my territory to market the company, and we used to use yard signs a lot. And I'm not talking about putting them in the ground, which is cool. I'm talking about putting them on telephone poles up high. It was crazy, but like I said, that video is gonna be crazy when you see it when I drop it. Uh, but let's deal with the ones you stick in the ground for now, because the ones on the poles, that's a different story. Those really work well, but the ones on the ground, we're gonna focus on that right now. Now, go to your local print shop, get you about 100 yard signs printed up with the what they call it, the stakes, so you can stake them in the ground. And what you want to do, you want to go to your once again, you want to go to like your apartment complex areas. I'm always talking about apartment complexes. People are renting. Yeah, might have 300 people in an apartment complex. 300. That's 300 potentials that every month some are leaving, some are moving. So people are coming and going in apartment complexes. So those are great areas to target. But here's the thing: don't put yard signs right outside the apartment complex. Yeah, because the people who actually work at the complex, they'll see the signs and they'll take them up. So put them maybe a couple blocks down, like at the red light or near the gas station, because people go to the gas station all the time, or the local grocery store. Put them near the local grocery stores because people have to eat. You have to drop these yard signs off at places where people go. You know, they frequent on a regular basis, and they're gonna keep seeing that sign, keep seeing that sign, keep seeing that sign. Um, at busy stop signs. I'm not talking about something like this, like at a park where there's a stop sign right there. You see that sign right there? I'm not talking about like something right there where there's like no traffic anywhere. I'm talking about, say, like down there, there's a street light down there, and there's traffic flowing. There's a red light, and people are getting off of the interstate over there. Like I said, I'm going to do an in-depth video on this one. There's a red light, and people are getting off the interstate, and they have to stop. That's a perfect place to put a yard sign on the ground. And where do you put that yard sign on that ground? Do you put it on the left side or the right side on the ground? Well, you can put it on the right side, and you're in the driver's seat, and you're at that stop sign or that red light, and the yard sign is on the right side on the ground. You're gonna have some obstruction seeing that sign because you're gonna have to like look over your dashboard, like trying to read it. I mean, you'll be able to read it and see it, but this is a smart thing to do. When you're in the driver's side and you look to the left, there's no obstruction, and boom, put the yard sign right there on the left side, and it stands out. As soon as you get to that red light, you stop, and you're like, oh look, and you write the number down, write the website down. It's right there, compared to on the right side where you have to lean over and look over your dashboard to write it down or to take a picture of it. Either way, it works, but the left side works better. And like I said, I'm going to do an in-depth video about that, how I do that, how I put signs out, and best strategies. And like I said, that's the best strategy right there. Put it on the left side. But if you really want to take the yard signs to the next level, buy yourself we call it a yard pole, a street sign yard pole, and you can raise that sign up 10 feet in the air and boom, bang it, pow, on the telephone pole, and it sits up in the air 10 feet up in the air for the world to see. But you have to be careful with that. You know, the city, they don't like that kind of stuff. They'll either they'll take it down, or they'll call you and try to issue you a fine for littering the city. So they always say there's a PSA, public service announcement. Always check with your local city ordinances to talk about yard signs and what you can and cannot do because you don't want to get fined. Wink, wink. But I'm in Tampa, Florida right now, and what I've noticed from people putting up yard signs on telephone poles, for those "We Buy Houses" signs, instead of the city actually taking them down, what I've noticed, what they do, they spray paint the phone number. They just so instead of them having to get on a ladder and try to yank it down and throw that stuff away, they just spray paint it. I know it happened to me one time. Yeah, but yeah, folks, these are the five simple tips, 5 simple things that you can do if you're a brand new agent in the game and you're ready to get started, and you need a jump start in your career, your real estate agent career. There are more methods than this, but these are top 5 right here. These are the hot top 5 hot picks. And as always, put your website on every piece of material that you have: the yard signs, the magnetic signs, the door hangers, the tearaway flyers at the apartment complexes, the business cards. Put your website on it and have something on there to make them want to visit the website. You want them to take action. You have to tell them to do something. You can't just hope that they do something, hoping and praying that they call. No, tell them to call. AIDA, get their attention. Boom, with that hard question. Hey, you sick and tired of paying sky high rent? And see if they're interested. Hey, if you're sick and tired, and you this, you that, you're struggling and to pay rent and or you need to relocate. And I know you're interested. You just keep asking questions to get them interested and pique their interest, and then get them to make a decision by saying, if you're ready. The word ready. You always have to say the word ready. When people are ready to make a decision, you correlate that with the word ready. So if you're ready, you have to move them down the line of closing. You have to move them. You have to push them. You have to lead them. If you're ready to get started, call me now. That's to take action. Call me now. Contact me as soon as possible. But here's the thing. You don't want them just to call. You want them to book an appointment. And that's on your website, to book an appointment. So old school techniques combined and blended with a new school website that gets them to take action. So, all right, new agents, best of luck to you. Um, Agents that are just about to pass the test, you can do it. You can do it. Hey, I passed my test the first time with flying colors right down here in Florida. Easy peasy. And there's strategies and ways to do that too. How you can pass the test. It's like a test taking strategy. Instead of just going in there just trying to answer all the questions at one time, there's a strategy to passing the test. Answer all the easy ones first, then come back and answer the hard ones, and then answer the math. Yeah, it's like a strategy. You get through the test. In a 3-hour test, I think I knocked it out in like an hour and 10 minutes. So it was a piece of cake. But I'm here to help agents take it to the next level and get cranked up with their marketing and make some money in this game. So, like I said, go check out the link in the description of some of the videos that I was talking about earlier, where I go into deep detail about each one of these topics. Okay, so you can see me actually doing it, and it's deep. There's some good stuff in there. And also, I'm going to be dropping some more videos on my channel on a daily basis with more marketing tips to help you take your business to the next level. So, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Share, and take action. Always take action, my friends. And you need a website. You need a professional website. Don't be messing around with that listing profile that you get from your broker's office. Get your real website. I'm telling you. It does wonders for you. It works for you while you sleep, while you eat, while you go on vacation. If you're sick, it's still working for you. It's like having 5 employees working for you nonstop, 247. And I can show you how to get that set up also. And I have specials that I'm running all the time. So whatever time you're watching this, um, check out my website for my specials. I think I might be having the special right now. This is February 2025. Yeah, correct. The special that I'm running right now is you can get your full-fledged website, real estate agent website, for $20 just to set up. I can set up your full website for just $20. That's crazy. Everybody said, Tim, you're losing your mind for doing that. How you gonna set up $1,000 website for $20? Hey, it's a special that I'm running right now. Uh, it won't last long, but make sure you get yours and get it set up. So, all right, folks. Well, I'll be talking to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.